Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
I tried to fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to King of the Hill podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rusty.
Rusty, that ain't right Friday.
That ain't right Friday.
Once again, we are going back to the cracked.com wellspring for something King of the Hill. This time it is 5 times Boomhauer was secretly brilliant.
I just want to say something, too. If you have a list that you want to make that's similar to these lists that we read, and you want us to read your list, submit the list at bwaaaakoth@gmail.com or on any of our social media pages at bwaaaakoth, which you can find us pretty much everywhere, including Threads. The newest. You can find us on X as well.
Don't pull on it. Yeah, X.
We're on X and Threads.
X.
What world are we living in?
You can tweet to each other on X.
You know, I think that we entered a time warp when Harambe was shot and killed.
You think that
ever
was
since
it,
then,
huh?
yeah, because it was Harambe was killed. That was the year Donald Trump was elected and everything. So it was just like this snowball of just effects.
And we're at a point where Congress is holding hearings on aliens. So
that's the thing is I want to know what the if they're talking about aliens, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist guy or nothing by any stretch of the imagination, but it is funny that they're talking about aliens. It makes me think of what are they trying to distract us from next by talking about aliens.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to give you, this is my minute and a half soapbox on aliens.
Yeah.
I think it's all the government. I think we probably have technology that's 100 years from where we currently sit. I think they've had futuristic technology forever. I don't think they want to tell us about it. And so the easiest way to unfurl it at this point is like aliens.
Well, that's why a lot of the symposiums that they have for technology are all behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of the technologies are already there. That's why this AI crap that's just now hitting us they already had.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Now they're just testing it and seeing how it's going to work.
Self-driving cars. It seems like every day there's something new technologically advanced.
Well, that's what they say about old Elon Musk.
That stuff has existed forever.
Is that he's just like Thomas Edison? All the things that he's famous for, like the cars and for the rockets. Well, the rockets are another guy's thing.
That's right.
Like there's another guy's name attached to it. And there's another guy's name for
Twitter.
the cars.
Twitter's somebody else's.
Or
X.
Yeah.
I saw a thing on Reddit this morning. The guy is in an office across from the Reddit or from the Twitter headquarters, and they put up that giant X on top of it.
Like crazy ass lights.
It's illuminated and flashes all the time.
That's nuts.
And so the guy's like, hey, good luck anybody getting any sleep near this building. Yeah. All right, so Boomhauer. Technically, his name is Jeffrey Dexter Boomhauer III, which I did not realize there was that much of a name there.
I didn't either.
It says, sure, we don't know a lot about him. Is he actually a Texas Ranger? Does he use that limousine as a side hustle? Has he considered switching to decaf? Boomhauer is honestly one of the most shady figures in the King of the Hill lore. You know, because you really don't know.
You don't know too much about him.
You don't know anything concrete about him.
Yeah, no, not a whole lot anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that
no wife, no kid, no like the backstory is kind of limited. Yeah.
Well, we know that his vocal pattern came from a real life message that was left for Mike Judge about Porky's butthole.
Porky's butthole.
So let's start with this list of 5 things. Number 5, Boomhauer vision. In a firefighting we will go, Boomhauer speaks in a way that you can fully understand. So this one was the one where they light the firehouse on fire, and in his version of it, everybody speaks like
everybody
Boomhauer.
Speaks just like him, and he can understand himself.
He speaks normally. Yeah,
he speaks just the same.
Yeah, I love that episode because of everything that it comes.
That's the one where he drops the old man in the.
Well, they end up blaming it all on Chet Elderson. You know, the old guy that kept trying to plug his sign in.
Yeah. That was the guy they dropped. Yeah.
All right, number 4. This one's just titled On Grudges. Long-kept secret gets uncovered during It's Not Easy Being Green when we learn that the crew accidentally crashed Boomhauer's prize 65 Ford Mustang into a quarry years earlier, telling Boomhauer it was stolen by Yankees. Later in the episode, Bobby asks Boomhauer how long they should stay mad at Hank. Surprisingly, Boomhauer tells Bobby that life's too short to hold a grudge and that we should let old bygones be bygones, man. Ultimately, he settles on 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I like that episode. That's real funny because that's what he tells Bobby. Life's too short to hold a grudge. So talking about let dang old bygones be bygones. And then he has that little pause, and then he goes, "Oh, but dang old 2 to 3 weeks." I love that. Yeah,
you know, because it can't be the first giant thing that's happened to this group.
Well, even that, you know, in his mind, that's 65 Ford Mustang. Peggy already dated him.
Yeah.
Dated the whole situation.
Yeah, sure.
She probably graduated in 74.
Yeah.
They're all about the same, age in high school. So they all graduated about 74. So that's less than a 10-year-old car.
Yeah.
And in 1965 or 1974, 1965 Mustang, it's less than 10 years old. Mate, you're hot. That's a hot car.
I had a 66 I had a 67 and a 68.
Yeah, that's 2 hot cars.
The 68 was it was like a pale yellow, and my cousin drove it without oil in it and cracked the block.
Do you remember just I don't want to date you, but
no, you're good.
Have you like?
I was not around when the 67.
No, I know you weren't
Mustang
around with
out.
that, but do you just remember just like slowly watching all those kind of cars just like fade away off the roads? Like, because I talked to my dad about that one time and he never really gave me an answer, but I was like, how odd has that been to watch because he's watched the evolution of cars from he was born in 60.
Yeah.
His dad drove a car from the 30s.
Oh, sure.
Because his dad was around during the Great Depression, so the car from the 30s, it was a 30-year-old car. You know, he had kept it going and everything like that.
Now they find those things in old barns or whatever, and they're like these prized
possessions, and it was just a beat-up old farm truck for my grandpa or whatever. But it's just crazy to think, even for me, I guess I've seen 30 years worth of cars change on the road and how different they used to look compared to how they look now.
So my 68 got the block cracked, and my 67 I totaled it twice because it was so old. Anytime you wreck it, to a certain extent, they just automatically total it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that sucked. It's beautiful, candy apple red, black vinyl top.
Was it your fault riding around crazy in it or something? Or
no, once I was driving down 18th, and a lady had a baby in the front seat. Dropped its bottle, and she reached down to pick up the bottle as she turned right in front of me. And then the second time I was pulling into a parking lot, somebody pulls right in front of me and I hit them. So yeah, but again, I'm not saying that a lot of this wasn't my fault for the amount of driving I did, because I had totaled 5 cars by the time I was 21.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. Yeah, God bless my parents and the insurance company.
The insurance companies.
We ended up having to go to like a Spanish-only insurance company here in town. Like they,
just to get your car insured.
It was all in Spanish.
That don't affect you anymore now.
No. Everything's good now. Well, let me tell you, Rusty, eating healthy used to be a struggle for me, but that was before I discovered the BlendJet 2 portable blender.
The BlendJet 2.
Now when fast food temptation strikes, I just blend up a delicious and nutritious protein shaker smoothie. They gave us a whole bunch of those little packages that came with the blender.
Yeah.
And there's some really good flavors in there. I mean, there's some like that matcha thing.
The green matcha?
Yeah. Those are pretty damn good.
Blend Jet 2 is portable, so you can blend up smoothies at work, a protein shake at the gym, or even a margarita on the beach. It's small enough to fit in a cup holder, but powerful enough to blast through ingredients like ice and frozen fruit with ease. Maybe a human thumb. Don't put your thumb in it. Blend Jet 2 is whisper quiet, so you can make your morning smoothie without waking up the whole house. Lasts for 15 plus blends and recharges quickly via USB-C, which has saved us all. There's nothing worse than turning that USB thing over and over and over and over, and then finally finding how it plugs in, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't like that
USB-C
either. USB-C saved us all.
Best of all, Blend Jet 2 cleans itself. Just blend water with a drop of soap, and you're good to go. There's 30 plus colors and patterns to choose from. There's a Blend Jet 2 to complement just about any style. We have a pink one? Lavender.
Pink one.
I think ours is lavender.
Mine is the Toy Story Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Pizza Planet one.
Ooh, that one. Yeah. They've got some really cool colors, but I really like the patterns. I know one of the people here got one that looks like Woody the Sheriff.
Is there a code with them?
There is a code. What are you waiting for? Go to blendjet.com and grab yours today. Glab it today.
Glibbity glob.
And when you do glab it, make sure you use the promo code
BWAAA12.
That's to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. No other portable blender on the market comes close to the quality, power, and innovation of the Blend Jet 2. They guarantee you'll love it or your money back. Blend anytime, anywhere with the Blend Jet 2 portable blender. Go to blendjet.com and use the code
BWAAA12
to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. Shop today and get the best deal ever.
Blend Jet 2, formerly known as Blend Jet.
Hey, everyone. It's me, your puzzle-loving pal. Did you know I was a puzzle-loving pal?
I didn't know you were a puzzle-loving pal.
I got to tell you about my latest obsession. It's Wongo puzzles. These things are the real deal. They are high quality, handcrafted, and perfect for anyone who loves a good challenge but doesn't want to dedicate their entire kitchen table to puzzles for a week. Trust me, I have been there. I will tell you this, my parents, they're very old and decrepit, and they make they do puzzles all the damn time.
Yeah.
Like there's always a table that has like an unfinished puzzle. Yeah, it's either that or I don't know.
Die.
feel your bones. So these puzzles, these Wongo puzzles, they are 100% wooden. They'll last forever. Each piece is hand drawn. Just think about that for a second. Each piece is hand drawn, so no two pieces are the same, and you'll discover some fun whimsy pieces as you work through it.
Whimsy.
They come in a custom wooden box, which is perfect for storage and gifting. Before we started doing this, I didn't realize how many people I know already have these Wongo puzzles. I mean, they're apparently pretty.
You can't go wherever Juan go.
With stunning designs and unique shapes, Wongo puzzles are a cut above the rest. I loved doing the snow globe puzzle myself. It was great to pull out a puzzle and be done in a night and not have it on the table for a week. So what are you waiting for? Let's go to Wongo Puzzles, WONGO puzzles.com, and pick a puzzle today. And be sure to use the promo code
BWAAA
for 10% off your order. It's the most fun you'll have with a puzzle, guaranteed, or your money back. Go to WONGO puzzles.com and use your code
BWAAA
to get 10% off your order and get puzzling right now. Hey, Rusty, did you know that you could be putting oil and chemicals in your coffee?
No, I didn't know that.
I love coffee creamer, but I don't think I've ever turned a bottle around to actually see what's inside. Recently I did, and I found out many of my favorite creamers, like especially the one my wife used to use, they contain ingredients I would never intentionally add to my coffee cup, like canola oil, dipotassium phosphate, whatever that is.
Terrible.
Artificial flavors. I can't take artificial flavors a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm good on any flavoring.
They taste gross.
I don't like flavors in my coffee. I like the earth and flavor of coffee.
I love coffee. Don't get me wrong. I do love it. I just I don't like all that crap in my coffee, right?
Yeah, no, who does that?
So let me tell you about Laird Superfoods then. They have better ingredients, amazing taste, and functional benefits. Laird Superfood creamers are crafted from the highest quality, all-natural, real food ingredients. All Laird products are sustainably sourced and thoroughly tested to ensure that you're incorporating the cleanest, finest fuel into your routine. Now, they're all natural. They've got whole food ingredients. They contain naturally occurring MCTs from coconut oil. And everybody tells you coconut oil is good for you. Mm-hmm. There's no artificial flavors, no colors, no additives, no sugar from highly refined corn syrup. So that's a big deal right there. If you take one thing you do every day and make it better, Laird developed his creamer himself to stay powered for a day on the waves. He was a big wave surfer, Laird Hamilton was, and he needed a morning fuel that could allow him to spend the entire day chasing the ultimate wave. So he made this creamer, and it is it's crazy, crazy good. Laird sources high-quality plant-based ingredients globally and puts an emphasis on U.S. sources whenever possible. They aim to source responsibly and sustainably and believe that the foods you consume should be as good for the earth as they are for you. They have honest and transparent products and labels. If you try it, you won't go back. They have functional superfood creamers, instant lattes, and prebiotic greens. They have a variety of snacks and supplements full of wholesome plant-based ingredients to keep you charged for wherever life takes you. So to get a deal on Laird Superfoods, I need you to go to zen.ai BWAAA King of the Hill. So that's zen.ai/BWAAA King of the Hill. And your offer code there is BWAAA. So Laird Superfoods makes a better creamer that keeps you powered all day, and it's better for you, the earth, and your coffee. What do you say, Rusty? You want to go get some coffee?
Coffee.
Hey, Rusty.
Yeah.
Did you know that dehydration is the leading cause of daytime fatigue?
Oh, no.
I don't know about you, but like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I just hit a wall almost every day. I was shocked to learn that even mild dehydration can cause headaches, muscle weakness, brain fog. But luckily, there's a cure.
Oh, there is?
Actually, I should have said there's a solution. It's called Cure. Cure Hydration. The Cure Hydration is an oral rehydration solution, or ORS, that contains the perfect balance of electrolytes. We know how important that is because plants crave it.
Super important.
And glucose to help your body absorb water and rehydrate quickly. The formula is made with all natural ingredients like coconut water, powder, and pink Himalayan salt. Whoopee. And it is free from artificial flavors, sweeteners, and preservatives. Cure Hydration is vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. That makes it a great option for anyone with dietary restrictions and preferences. The packets that they give you, they're convenient. They're easy to use. You just mix them with water and drink. They're perfect for on-the-go, travel, or anytime you need quick hydration. Hydration is more than just drinking water, Rusty. It is, that's what Lauren Picasso, a lifelong endurance athlete, discovered as she struggled to stay hydrated no matter how much water she drank. I've known people like that. My wife drinks so much water, it's crazy. Lauren found Cure, a science-backed electrolyte drink mix to make hydration easy for everyone. Cure believes that hydration should be simple and effective, but also clean and natural. That's why they only use the highest ingredients and quality plant-based stuff to avoid any artificial or harmful additives. They're committed to transparency and honesty. All of their ingredients are clearly listed on their website and packaging, and they're always happy to answer any questions or concerns. So are you ready to combat dehydration?
Absolutely.
You can try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use your code
BWAAA. Sorry, I blanked.
You're good. For 20% off your order. Try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use our special code
BWAAA
for 20% off your order. Your coupon will be activated at checkout. Try Cure Hydration. Stop drying out. All right, number 3, Boomhauer goes hard. It says Boomhauer legitimately performs one of the best renditions of Blue Moon of Kentucky ever in The Bluegrass is Always Greener. Not only does he play one hell of a banjo, but he has the voice of a dang old angel.
Here we go. I'm going to push play on it.
Yeah, please.
If it'll play loud enough to hear. I don't know if it will.
I'll get my guitar.
I'll get my washboard. I'll go get my string bass, which is really a keyboard.
Hey, man, I'm going to go get my banjo. Maybe I'll go get a little accordion, man. What do you think? No, banjo, man.
Go.
1, 2, 3.
Because he's the lead singer, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, I'm going to go
Kentucky on shiny.
I wonder who that was that actually did it.
Remember, Mike Judge is a musical.
Yeah, that's true.
So it could have been him. And a lot of voice actors and stuff, people who do voice acting and stuff can sing too.
Absolutely.
So they're
that is a good version of it, though.
That is. That's a really good. That's like if that's Mike Judge that does that. We got to find the song. Somebody posted on our Facebook deal. They had found that book you were talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy who does the advertisements for us, Chris.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think Chris. That's his name.
Yeah.
The one that does those recordings and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd love to have a copy of that book. All right, number 2, Soul of an Artist in Cicin Espaz un King of the Hill. I'm sure I said that perfectly. Hank comments on how the purpose of art is to spruce things up. This annoys Boomhauer, leading him to scold Hank and call him ignorant. With thoughtful insights on Dadaism and Fountain by Marcel Duchamp, he states that Hank insults art by talking about it like it's little toys in a museum and not ideas. I could easily listen to Boomhauer expand on this topic, so he clearly has a lot of thoughts. He comes from a family that has some money, right? Doesn't Boomhauer's family have some money?
I don't know.
Because didn't he end up going to that mansion, like the one with the pool and all that stuff? Anyway,
yeah, I don't remember that one.
I think he comes from a well-rounded family, and art generally comes with something like that. That kind of an upbringing. So
that actually, it's funny. So I just looked it up just to see where that phrase, that ceci n'est pas un. Well, it's actually a French painting. That so that episode that you're talking about is called what does it say here? Ceci n'est pas un King of the Hill, which means this is not King of the Hill. So there's a painting of a tobacco pipe, and it says this is not a pipe.
This is not a pipe. Yeah. And Dadaism, that's a pretty deep grab for somebody on King of the Hill.
Rene Magritte, this is not a pipe, and it was he was 30. It's on display at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, and it's called The Treachery of Images. A 1929 painting by Belgian surrealist painter.
I took art history, but don't remember a whole hell of a lot.
My grandmother in her 60s, it was before we had moved here when we still lived in England. She had retired as a social worker.
Okay.
And her next thing, she went back to school, and she got art history bachelor. She got a bachelor's in art history in her 60s, just because that's something she wanted to do. She'd always painted and did art on her own, just on her side, like a side thing that she enjoyed to do, oil painting and stuff. So she just wanted to go and do an art history degree.
A lot of people bitch about taking an art history class. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
I've enjoyed every art class I've ever taken that has to do with art history.
It's freaking art. What do you
want?
want?
Even music, too, like any musically oriented class.
Yeah.
Even classes that were boring and were based on like a theory type classes and stuff, I still enjoyed all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, I kept a lot of those books from art history. Like I've got some gigantic books about the history of art.
Well, it's one thing I never really vibe with from people from like when I was in my 20s is I spent like my whole life in bars.
Yeah.
So by the time I hit 21, I was like, yeah, okay, what's cool about a bar is just a bunch of idiots getting drunk. I didn't have the allure. So I'd like to go. I wanted to do stuff like go look at art and stuff like that, So I love art.
So number 1 on this list, it says it's like a butterfly flapping his wings. Death of a propane salesman sees Boomhauer sharing his thoughts on the meaning of life. Ooh. Unburdening himself via his usual rambling. We see him digging deep to process reality, and when you think he's done, Boomhauer just keeps on going. Man, see, like you don't even know. This is a very relatable moment within the show that works beyond the comedy. Well, that's what we tell ourselves, isn't it, Boomhauer? Assures Hank.
Yeah, here we go. I'll play it again.
Boomhauer philosophy.
Man, I tell you what, Hank, about it and dang old meaning of life, man, it's like this, man. You like a butterfly flapping his wings deep down in the forest, man. They're going to cause a tree fall like 5,000 miles away, man. Ain't nobody see it, nobody don't even happen. The baby's born into this world, and they don't got their friends, got no nothing but to go come in to find out all about them, all evil, man. Man, see, like, you don't need to know, man. It's like you're born into this world, man. And you got it's like this, man, the dust in the wind, man. Or like the dang old candle in the wind, man. It don't matter, man. It's the old time. You know what I think, man? Like that dang old, I think, therefore you are, man. Well, that's what we tell ourselves, isn't it?
That's so good.
That's gotta be the best like minute of Boomhauer
It's
ever
so
in the whole
good.
show.
And, you know,
it
it's
became
not
a
even-
meme too. It
it's
was
not
it
even
was
like-
trending on Instagram here a while back. The soundbite.
It's not even like the most rambling one, you know. It's
it's
he's
not.
really introspective
Yeah,
about
he's all
that.
just really deep, like, and it's funny because in that episode right there, like you guys can't see it, but he bends down on his knee,
Yeah.
and he scoops up like a handful of dirt
Like
out of the
he's
grass,
dust in the wind
and he
kinda
goes
thing.
dust in the
Yeah.
wind, like blows it.
Boomhauer's a fascinating character. He it's funny when he shows up and just says nothing, you know.
Yeah, he's ultimately probably my favorite character. Probably, to be honest with you.
My favorite moments, some of my favorite moments in King of the Hill is whenever he goes into this thing and people are just like, and they just keep going, you know?
And they just agree with him. They don't even know what he's talking about.
they
I
have
like
no
that
idea.
too. Or like when there's a bad situation going on,
Yeah.
and he tells everybody, like he tells the
He tells
cop,
them, well,
the
like
bird's in the
yeah,
cooler.
the bird's in the cooler. That's
and
right.
the cop's like, well, if you boys see anything, y'all just let me know. Yeah, I like that too. So it's almost like I don't know. He's one of my favorites. I don't know. I don't know what I was
He
gonna
is.
say, but
He's a
he's one of
funny
my
guy.
favorites. I was gonna say it's almost like an innocence or something to him.
Well, that is it for another That Ain't Right Friday. You want to tell them where they can find us?
Yeah, you can find us at bwaaaakoth.com or at roguemedianetwork.com/bwaaaakoth.
That's right. That's right. And we appreciate you guys joining us for That Ain't Right Friday, and we will see you again on Monday.
You can also find us at patreon.com
Oh, there you go.
bwaaaakoth. Y'all go
Yep.
check out our Patreon. We're going to start getting content.
Swear
stuff
to
prepared for
God,
that.
we're working on it. But if you want to just support us, there is a $3 tier, and we sure appreciate anybody.
Yeah, we
that
do
does.
appreciate it. We're 37th right now on the podcast charts in Germany. And
There
for
you
TV
go.
reviews.
Next is Poland.
There you go. Next is Poland.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Montagnier.
We Matanya indeed.
They gave it 1 star.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.